every time someone gets up on here and talks about Gourmand fragrances, they always recommend something that's vanilla dominant. So this video is for people that want something completely unique that nobody else around them is going to own and wear, because nobody knows the fragrance I'm about to share unless you've watched some of my videos in the past, all right? But the name of the fragrance is Escandolo by Day 3. If you want to know where to get it, I'll put that at the very end of this video. But if you don't know what gourmand means, it means it smells so good that it makes you want to lick it, eat it. It triggers that sort of reaction that gets the salivary glands going. So if you're trying to get ate down, this is the type of fragrance for you. Now, it's marketed as a unisex fragrance, but in my opinion, I think it goes a little bit more on the feminine side. And it's just straight up a ripe guava fragrance. I have never smelled a guava fragrance like this before. Typically, when you smell guava in other scents, it's artificial. It smells like synthetic. But here, it's as if you're in the Dominican Republic. You cut open a guava and you just eat it like that. And this is a Dominican brand, okay? This is not a huge brand. It's a husband and wife. It's a small business. And you could tell they give a shit about the fragrances that they put out, because every single one of them is very unique. It's not something that you could tell, oh, these are people pleaser fragrances. They're very strong in their identities. So Escandolo is Spanish for scandal. And the whole idea behind this fragrance is, you know that dance, the bachata? Doing that on the beach with somebody that you're kind of, probably going to link up later, something like very sensual, flirtatious, intimate. But the kicker is this is not an intimate fragrance. This is a beast mode scent. It is very long lasting. I sprayed this on my hoodie in the springtime, like last year, and it did not come off my hoodie for 3 days. Again, that was one spray. But here's the thing. This is the newer bottle of the fragrance. If you're wondering, well, is it really that good? You don't even have a dent. That's because this is not my original bottle. The OG that I have is in my collection. But even at that, I can't wear this fragrance the way I want to because it's way too warm where I live. I think Escandolo is a better fragrance if you live where it's a little bit cooler, or if you do want to wear it in the springtime, maybe if it's not like a super hot day. In the summer nights, for sure. All right, but this is something that if you're going to party, if you're going to go clubbing, if you want that first impression fragrance that is not going to leave people's minds, it's going to be this one. And here's what I enjoy about this scent is the fact that it's a high quality niche fragrance, but it has the mass appeal of a designer scent. This is not the type of fragrance that someone smells it and they're like, whoa, that's too crazy, like a lot of niche fragrances, right? It's so inviting, it's so likable, and it smells expensive, and it just lingers in the air. Now, in terms of how this projects, it has a better scent trail. I'm going to give it about an arm's length and a half, 1 to 1.5, right? But this fragrance is seriously still, like, if you've been following my page, I have talked about this scent for about a year now, because I remember smelling this before it was an official fragrance, because the perfumer of the brand was like, hey, these are the notes that I'm thinking of, and he had the perfume oils of the different notes, right? And I have the video on my YouTube about it, and he gave me 2 test strips, and he kind of bent them in a strange sort of way, and he said, waft it in your face like this, and that's kind of how I want the scent to smell. And by that point, it was only, I think, 80% done, and I was already blown away. So when I tried the final product of the scent, it was even better than I imagined. And this one is still hands down my favorite from the brand. Now, where you can get it on the brand's website. I recommend sampling it. But if you do want to support the channel, again, after you find out that you really like it, I do have a discount code Melissa for 15% off all orders over $100. Okay, just know that's an affiliate code. That's for people that want to support my channel. So please buy how you feel the most comfortable, but always sample before you buy, before you blind buy or anything like that. But the price point of this is like $155 for the 50 ml. So it's, again, still priced like a designer. And then you take that 15% off, it's like $130, something like that. And this should easily be, if this was a different brand, I guarantee you they'd be charging this for like $250, $275. So the people that own this brand, they're just very humble, and you could tell they're just passionate about what they do, that they don't care about just making a ton of money off it. They're giving people prices that are reasonable, but honestly, lower than they should be. But I'm not going to complain about that.